it's Kelsey. What is up? And I don't even know what I just did with my hand there, but hey. So today I thought I would do a story time, and I'm sorry that I've kind of been, like, out. Oh, look, you can see me. Hi. My room is a mess up here, and it's honestly getting on my nerves because I have no place to put anything because I don't have any storage. As you can tell, that's Alexa's cage, and that is just there, and I can't even put anything in there, and you see kind of that, but for some reason, I think my parents were both working, and they were gone out of the house and everything, and nobody was home. This was in my older house that we just moved out of, and so everyone was gone. My brother was gone at work or something, and I was home alone, and so I had Alexa, my dog, with me, aka this one, Brooke drew that, and we were at home and we were in bed. So it was about 11, and at the time I was going to sleep around 10. And so I have medicine for anxiety that makes me very tired. You guys have the, like, find my iPhone thing. We do in my family. We have it just for safety reasons, especially to see where we are as me and my brother. So basically safety, I guess. So actions. Oh, I can play the sound. Okay, so this was going off, and this is the only thing I heard. Okay, whatever, wake up, and I'm like, what the heck? And so I'm looking at my phone, and then I see all these text messages from my mom and calls from my mom, and my phone's going off. I look at the time, it's like 11 something, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I hear the alarm going off in my house because we have an alarm system. So I was like, oh my gosh. And she was texting me like, are you okay? What's going on? Like, hello? Kelsey, answer me. You're scaring me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So I made sure the door was locked, and then I go and I hid in the closet. We had like a walk-in closet, so I just hid in the back. Then I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I hear a man talking. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And so I'm like so scared. I'm like on the edge of crying. I try to call my mom back, and she won't answer. And then I call my grandma, and I'm trying to like not let the burglar or whoever's in the house hear me. And so I'm like, Grandma, and she can't hear me. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And I was like contemplating whether to call 911 or not. And so I keep on hearing this guy, and the doors are opening and closing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And so I text my grandma, and I said, there's someone in the house. And she finally answered me, and she said, okay, I'm on my way right now. And she's like, and then my mom said, Kelsey, go out there. It is Rachel. And Rachel is my brother's ex-girlfriend. So anyways, I was like, no, it's not, Mom. I hear a man's voice. And she was like, no, it's Rachel. I said, no, it's not. And so I am freaking out. I mean, wouldn't you be? And all I hear is a man's voice, and I'm sitting in the closet. Alexa's barking. So obviously, if it was a burglar, they would like come in there. But then I slowly get out of the closet into the door to my parents' bedroom, and I am like shaking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could die if it's not Rachel. And so I'm like looking, cracking it, and all I see is nothing for a second, and then Rachel pops out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Rachel. She kind of scared me because I didn't know what to do, you know, and I scared her because she thought no one was home, and so I went out there, and I'm like, what is going on? And she was like, Cody's on his way home, and he told me to go ahead and get here. So I opened the door, and the alarm goes off, and it won't shut off, and like, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so at this point, it's been like, I don't know, 10 minutes. The guy on the thing, the guy's voice that I heard was our alarm system. One of the, like, what happens when your alarm goes off is, when it goes off, they have like a minute or like 30 seconds to go type your passcode in or whatever. And so obviously she didn't know it, and she just let it go because she didn't know. So when that happens, the people from that place call you and ask you if you're okay and all that stuff. But we finally figured it out, and it was so scary. Like, I was so scared. I almost peed myself, and it was terrible. But hey, I made it out alive. So that was the story of how my brother's ex-girlfriend broke into the house. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up and comment down below, and give it a big subscribe button. That totally was right. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye! Bye!